Welcome to Learn English with Deja. In today's episode, we're going to explore how building success habits can help you improve your English and your life. If you've ever struggled with staying consistent or felt like you're not making enough progress, this episode is for you. We'll talk about powerful techniques, deep mindset shifts, and even hear a short motivational story later on to bring it all together. Let's get started. What are success habits? Success habits are small, repeated actions that shape your future. They are not about perfection. They're about consistency. For example, reading one page in English every day might seem small, but over a year, that's over 300 pages. These tiny habits build momentum. When we repeat something daily, it becomes automatic. And when it's automatic, it doesn't depend on willpower. That's why habits are more powerful than motivation alone. Why habits help with learning English? When it comes to English, it's not enough to study hard once a week. Learning a language is about frequency, not just effort. Habits give you that frequency. A 15-minute listening habit every morning trains your ears. A daily habit of shadowing helps your mouth form English sounds naturally. These small daily practices add up, and soon you don't have to think so hard to understand or speak. Morning habits for English learners. Morning is a great time to train your brain. It's quiet, your mind is fresh, and you haven't been distracted yet. Try starting your day with a short English podcast or read one paragraph out loud. Even listening while brushing your teeth can count. You're telling your brain, English is part of who I am. That small action builds identity, and identity builds fluency. The power of input. Listening and reading input means the language you take in. Listening and reading are two of the most important activities for learners. Why? Because they give your brain examples of correct English. If you listen a lot, your brain starts to understand sentence patterns, rhythm, and vocabulary without memorizing rules. Reading helps you see grammar in context, which is much more effective than studying grammar charts. Input feeds your brain with good language. Output matters too. Speaking and writing. But input alone is not enough. You also need output. Speaking and writing are the ways you use what you've learned. If you don't speak, your brain won't connect the sounds to your mouth. If you don't write, you might forget how to form sentences. Make it a habit to talk to yourself, describe your surroundings, or send voice messages in English. Writing even a short diary in English helps connect your ideas to the language. Habit stacking. One of the easiest ways to build a new habit is to stack it onto an old one. This is called habit stacking. For example, after you make coffee in the morning, you could listen to an English story. Or, right after you check your phone, you can read one English post. You're using a current habit to trigger a new one. That makes it easier to remember and do it every day. Make it easy to start. Most people fail with habits because they try to do too much too fast. You don't need an hour of study. You need a habit so easy that you can do it even on your busiest day. One sentence, one paragraph, one voice message. When it's easy to start, you're more likely to keep going. And once you start, your brain often wants to continue. It's about momentum, not pressure. Identity-based learning. This is one of the most powerful ideas in learning. Instead of thinking, I want to learn English, try saying, I am someone who speaks English. When your identity includes English, Your brain supports your learning. Every habit is a vote for the person you want to become. Speaking English is not just something you do, it becomes part of who you are. Motivation versus discipline. Motivation is great, but it doesn't last. Some days you'll feel tired. Some days you'll feel busy. That's where discipline comes in. Discipline is doing what you said you would do, even when you don't feel like it. And the good news, discipline can be trained. Start small. Be consistent. And slowly you'll build the muscle of self-control, which supports every English goal you have. Using English in real life. It's not enough to practice alone forever. You need to use English with people. It doesn't mean you need a native speaker friend. It could be a language partner online. It could be commenting on a YouTube video. It could be ordering coffee in English if you live abroad. Using English in real life makes your skills stronger and builds confidence faster than any app or textbook. Time management for learners. Everyone is busy, but you don't need more time. You need better use of time. Can you study on the bus, listen while walking, read during lunch? Time is there if you look for it. Even 10 minutes done consistently beats an hour once a week. Language loves frequency, and your time choices shape your results. Dealing with setbacks and frustration. Every learner feels stuck sometimes. Maybe you forget words. Maybe you feel shy. That's normal. Don't give up. Take a breath. Go back to your habits. Progress is not a straight line, it's a wave. Some days are hard, some days are fun. What matters is that you keep showing up. You're building something powerful, one small step at a time. Long-term thinking and language growth fluency doesn't come in a week. It's a long-term journey. Think in months and years, not days. Every small action today is building a strong future. And if you keep going, even slowly, you will get there. Remember, language is not a test. It's a tool, and tools improve with use. So use it often and let time do its work. Real-life motivational story. Maria's habit transformation. Let me tell you about Maria. She was a nurse from Spain who moved to Canada. Her English was basic, and she felt scared to speak. But she made a promise. 15 minutes a day, every day. She listened while cooking. She wrote one short paragraph daily. She joined an online group. After 6 months, she was speaking with confidence. She didn't do anything big. She just did small things every single day, and it changed her life. Today, we talked about the power of habits. We saw how small, repeated actions build fluency. We learned that input and output both matter. We discovered that identity and discipline are more important than motivation. And we heard Maria's story to remind us, you don't need to be perfect. You just need to be consistent. Make English part of your life. Make it part of who you are. Thank you for spending this time with me. I hope today's episode gave you not only new ideas, but also new energy to keep going. Remember, every minute you spend listening, reading, or speaking is building your fluency. You are doing more than learning English. You're building a future. Keep going, and I'll see you in the next episode of Learn English with Deja.